Good evening, and welcome to Starry Sleep. This is the place where science and calm meet. Tonight, we invite you to slow down, to let go of the day, and to learn the hidden secrets of sleep and dreams. Before we begin, tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? And what time is it for you right now? Together, we are connected across time zones, like stars beneath the same sky. If you enjoy this calm space, remember to like this video and subscribe to Starry Sleep so you can always join us again. Night after night, on our blue planet, the sun rises, the sun sets. Life follows light and darkness. For millions of years, all living creatures have obeyed this ancient rhythm. Humans are no exception. When night falls, our eyelids grow heavy, our thoughts blur, and we cross the threshold into another world. 1/3 of human life is given to sleep. If you live to 90 years, you will spend 30 asleep. Why? Why must we surrender so much time to unconsciousness? Couldn't we learn more, work more, create more, if we didn't need to sleep? The truth is simple. Without sleep, memory collapses. Without sleep, emotions spiral. Without sleep, the body fails, and life is cut short. Sleep is not wasted time. It is the greatest healing force of life. It is the nightly ritual of renewal. For much of history, sleep was misunderstood. Some thought it was a little death. Others believed the soul wandered from the body. But science revealed another truth. Sleep is far from passive. When we close our eyes, the brain does not fall silent. It is like a city at night, quiet on the surface, but alive with hidden activity. Neurons fire like sparks, blood pulse, hormones shift. Sleep is not shut down. It is a different mode of life, a state of repair, reorganization, restoration. Sleep has two main stages, NREM and REM. In NREM, the brain's waves slow, broad and powerful, like tides in the deep ocean. The body relaxes, the heart slows, blood pressure falls, breath deepens. Here the brain cleans, repairs, and transfers fragile memories into long-term storage. NREM is the archivist, the healer. Then comes REM. The eyes dart beneath closed lids, as though watching invisible scenes. Brain activity surges, almost as intense as waking. This is the stage of dreams. Here, emotions replay, memories rearrange, fragments form stories. Dreams may be strange, but beneath the chaos lies meaning. REM is therapy. It is creativity. It is the canvas where the mind paints at night. NREM and REM alternate in a nightly dance. Each cycle lasts about 90 minutes, 4 to 6 cycles each night. Early in the night, NREM dominates. The body repairs. The immune system strengthens. Later, REM grows longer. Dreams expand. Creativity and balance return. If you stay up too late, you lose deep repair. If you rise too early, you miss the gifts of dreaming. Sleep is a symphony. Every movement matters. Inside you ticks a hidden clock. This is the circadian rhythm. It tells you when to be awake and when to rest. At night, the brain releases melatonin, a whisper, time for sleep. But modern light tricks the brain. Street lamps, screens, blue light suppress melatonin. The brain believes the day is not over. Sleep is delayed. Shift workers fight their genes. Their clocks misalign. Their health declines. Our clock is written in DNA. To ignore it is to pay with health. Some say sleep is wasted time, but no species lives without it. Some say you can adapt to less sleep, but damage builds silently, like poison in the blood. Some say I can catch up on weekends, but deep sleep has a window. Once missed, it is gone. Lost sleep cannot be repaid. In this first part, we uncovered the truth of sleep. NREM heals. REM inspires. Together, they form the symphony of the night. To neglect sleep is not to lose hours, but to lose health, wisdom, and years of life. Sleep is life itself. When the body rests, the brain does not stop. In the silence of night, neurons spark like stars, firing and connecting, shaping who we are. Sleep is not the absence of thought. It is the hidden workshop of the mind. Here memories are sculpted. Here emotions are soothed. Here creativity is born. Sleep is not simply for the body. It is the guardian of the brain. Memory makes us human. It allows us to learn, to build knowledge, to carry the past into the present. But memory is fragile, and sleep is its protector. Scientists describe memory as a play in 3 acts: acquisition, consolidation, retrieval. By day we acquire. We hear a lecture, meet a stranger, practice a skill. All of these moments are captured in temporary storage, but fragile memories fade fast. At night, during deep NREM sleep, the brain acts as an archivist. It moves the fragile notes of the day into the permanent library of long-term memory. Important pages are saved. Trivial ones are discarded. Without this process, memories vanish like words written on sand, erased by the tide. The third act is retrieval. When you recall a name or solve a problem using yesterday's lesson, you are drawing from the archive built in sleep. Without proper rest, retrieval falters. The library is locked, the shelves disordered. Sleep is not just a rest from learning. It is the learning itself. We all know the phrase, sleep on it. Faced with a problem, we struggle. But after a night's rest, the answer appears. This is no accident. During REM sleep, the brain becomes a storyteller. It takes fragments of memory, shuffles them, stitches them into new patterns. Connections emerge that waking thought would never allow. History is filled with dreams of discovery. The chemist Dmitri Mendeleev dreamed of the periodic table. The poet Samuel Coleridge dreamed of verses that became Kubla Khan. The musician Paul McCartney woke with the melody of yesterday, fresh from a dream. Dreaming is not wasted imagination. It is the engine of innovation. Sleep also heals the heart. In REM sleep, we replay emotional events of the day. Fear, anger, grief, all appear in dreams. But something changes. The brain strips away the stress hormones. We relive the emotions without their full sting. This is emotional therapy. Studies show, after trauma, those who sleep well recover more steadily. Those who lose sleep are more likely to develop PTSD. On the other hand, sleep loss makes emotions unstable. The amygdala, the brain's alarm, fires more intensely. Irritability rises. Anxiety deepens. Impulse control weakens. Sleep is the nightly reset of mood. Without it, we live at the edge of panic. Modern life often celebrates sleeplessness, all-nighters, endless work, constant hustle. But sleep deprivation is not strength. It is impairment. Scientists tested 2 groups. One slept normally. The other stayed awake through the night. The results? The sleep-deprived reacted slowly. Missed signals, made poor decisions. Their brains resembled those of the intoxicated. To drive without sleep is as dangerous as driving drunk. In the workplace, errors multiply. In hospitals, mistakes rise. On highways, accidents claim lives. Sleep is not optional downtime. It is critical for safe judgment. Sleep not only shapes memory, it cleans the brain. During deep NREM, the brain's cleansing system, the glymphatic system, flushes cerebrospinal fluid through neural pathways. It washes away toxins, including beta amyloid, a sticky protein linked to Alzheimer's disease. When sleep is cut short, waste accumulates. Day after day, this toxic burden builds. The risk of dementia grows. Each night of deep sleep is like housekeeping for the brain. Miss it too often, and the damage becomes permanent. A student studies for an exam, sleeping only 3 hours a night. On test day, his mind goes blank. The facts he thought secure were never consolidated. A young mother, awakened every hour by her infant. She grows forgetful, snaps in anger, leaves the stove burning. Her emotions unravel under the weight of lost sleep. In laboratories, rats kept awake for days develop immune collapse, then die. Sleep is not optional. It is survival. In this part, we entered the brain's secret workshop. Sleep is the archivist of memory. It is the spark of creativity. It is the therapist of emotion. It is the judge of decision. It is the housekeeper of the mind. To neglect sleep is to invite forgetfulness, anxiety, recklessness, and decline. To honor sleep is to protect the brain, our greatest gift. When night arrives, we imagine the body at rest, the heart quiet, the muscles slack, the breath steady. But sleep is not a pause. It is a hidden symphony of repair. While we dream, the immune system patrols. Hormones reset. The heart finds relief. Cells rebuild themselves. Sleep is not idleness. It is the body's greatest medicine. The immune system is our army. It fights. It defends. It keeps us alive. Every white blood cell is a soldier on patrol. They seek out invaders, destroy what threatens us. But soldiers need orders. They need coordination. This happens during sleep. Scientists tested volunteers. 2 groups received a flu vaccine. One group slept 7 to 8 hours each night. The other was restricted to 4. The result: the sleep-deprived had only half the antibody response. Their defenses collapsed. In another study, healthy people were exposed to cold viruses. Those who slept less than 6 hours were 4 times more likely to fall ill. Each night of lost sleep is like lowering the fortress walls. The enemy walks in unhindered. Sleep is the immune commander. Without it, our army loses the war. Lack of sleep does not just exhaust the mind. It rewires hunger. 2 hormones are involved: ghrelin, the hunger signal, and leptin, the satiety signal. When sleep is cut short, ghrelin rises, leptin falls. The body screams for food, but it craves the worst kinds: sugar, fat, salt. Junk food becomes irresistible. The result is predictable: weight gain, obesity, and with them, diabetes. Sleep also alters insulin sensitivity. Cells stop responding. Blood sugar rises, and metabolic disease begins. A week of poor sleep can push healthy people into a pre-diabetic state. Sleep is not just for energy. It is the silent regulator of metabolism. The heart beats over 100,000 times a day. It needs its nightly rest. During deep sleep, blood pressure drops. The heart slows. Vessels relax. It is a nightly vacation for the cardiovascular system. But when sleep is shortened, this recovery is stolen. Stress hormones remain high. The heart never rests. Studies show sleep-deprived people face sharply higher risks of heart attack, stroke, and hypertension. Even a single lost hour is dangerous. When clocks shift forward in spring, and people lose 1 hour of sleep, heart attack rates spike the very next day. Sleep is not a luxury for the heart. It is protection. Sleep is also a conductor of hormones. In deep stages, growth hormone surges. It repairs tissues, rebuilds muscle, keeps skin youthful. Without sleep, this signal weakens. Cells fail to heal. The body ages faster. In men, testosterone levels plummet. 1 week of poor sleep can reduce levels to that of someone 10 years older. In women, sleep disruption interferes with fertility. Cycles shift. Ovulation falters. Chronic deprivation raises cancer risk, weakens immunity, shortens lifespan. Sleep is not just about feeling rested. It is the fountain of youth. Consider the nurse, working rotating night shifts. Years of broken sleep leave her with high blood pressure, abnormal blood sugar, sudden weight gain. Doctors tell her her greatest risk factor is not food, not exercise, but lost sleep, or the volunteers in a lab, restricted to 4 hours a night. Within a week, their blood sugar matches pre-diabetic levels, or the driver who drifts off. After 20 sleepless hours, the crash is as deadly as if he were drunk. Sleep loss is invisible until it kills. Chronic sleep deprivation is a slow poison. It raises blood pressure daily. It destabilizes sugar constantly. It weakens immunity quietly. It accelerates aging, invites cancer, predicts dementia. You may not collapse today, but each sleepless night shaves time from the future. In this part, we saw the body's need for sleep. It strengthens the immune army. It balances hunger and weight. It heals the heart and blood. It restores hormones. It extends life. Close your eyes. The body sinks into stillness. Consciousness begins to fade. Suddenly, images rise. A street you have never seen. A face you thought was gone. A scene that could never exist. This is the dream. Every human dreams. Even if you forget on waking. Even if you believe you slept in blank silence. Science shows, as long as REM sleep exists, dreams unfold. Dreaming is universal. It is also mysterious. For millennia, humans ask this question. Ancient Egyptians kept dream books as messages from the gods. Greeks saw them as prophecies. Shamans believed dreams were journeys of the soul. Science offers new answers. Hypothesis 1. Emotional therapy. Dreams replay the struggles of the day, but strip them of their sharpest pain. We feel the fear again, without the full terror. This may heal the mind. Hypothesis 2. Memory integration. Dreams weave new memories into the fabric of the old. They combine, reshape, and form new connections. Hypothesis 3. Threat simulation. Some believe dreams evolved as a safe training ground. We rehearse dangers in the night, so that in daylight, we may survive them. Hypothesis 4. Random activation. Others argue dreams are accidents. The brain's activity during REM, with no deeper purpose. Science has not chosen one answer, but all evidence points to this. Dreams serve the mind. They are tied to memory, emotion, and creativity. Dreams are often emotional. We relive anger, fear, grief, but in REM, the stress chemistry is muted. It is like watching a storm without the lightning strike. This gentle re-exposure is therapy in disguise. Studies confirm, after trauma, those who sleep deeply cope better. Those who miss REM are more haunted. Dreams are the brain's safe theater. They let us feel pain without breaking. Dreams also shape learning. In one study, volunteers learned to play piano melodies. Half were tested immediately. Half slept before the test. The sleepers played better. Many reported dreaming of the keyboard. The brain had practiced at night. Dreams are not just replay. They are recreation. They splice old knowledge with new lessons, building deeper understanding. Dreams are not bound by logic. They leap. They collide. They invent. Great ideas have been born in sleep. Mendeleev dreamed the periodic table. Coleridge dreamed verses of Kubla Khan. McCartney dreamed the melody of yesterday. Dreaming loosens the mind. It breaks chains. It lets imagination fly. Dreams are not illusions. They are a secret workshop of creativity. Sometimes, a dreamer realizes, this is a dream. This is a lucid dream. In lucid dreams, we may shape the story, fly, create, explore without limits. Scientists study lucid dreams as a window into consciousness itself. They also use them clinically. Nightmare sufferers can learn to awaken inside the dream and change the plot. Fear dissolves. Control returns. Lucid dreaming is not just wonder. It is therapy. Across cultures, across centuries, dreams repeat. Falling, being chased, missing an exam, flying through the sky. Why do we dream the same? Falling may reflect ancient survival fears. Flying may reveal our longing for freedom. Chase dreams echo anxiety. Exam dreams replay pressure. Dreams are mirrors. They show our hidden fears, our deepest desires. Modern tools let us glimpse dreams in the brain. During REM, emotion centers blaze with activity. Logic centers quiet down. This explains their strangeness. Rich in feeling, poor in reason. Scientists now try to decode dreams with algorithms. By scanning brain patterns, they attempt to predict dream content. It is not perfect, but it is the first step toward unlocking the inner cinema. Dreams are not emptiness. They are a hidden gift. They heal emotion. They sculpt memory. They ignite creativity. Long ago, human life moved with the sun. At dusk, we rested. At dawn, we rose. But in the modern city, night never truly arrives. Neon glows. Streets are lit. Screens shine in every hand. For the first time in history, humans can choose not to sleep. And for the first time, we face the consequences of that choice. This is the crisis of our sleepless age. In 1879, the electric bulb was born. It changed everything. For the first time, darkness was optional. Humans could work, read, socialize. Long after sunset, it was a triumph of civilization, but also the beginning of mass sleep loss. Light is the master signal of our biological clock. Darkness tells us sleep. Light tells us wake. But in modern cities, night is filled with artificial daylight. Street lamps, office fluorescents, bedroom lights that never dim. More dangerous still, the blue light of screens, phones, computers, televisions. They flood the eyes with wavelengths that suppress melatonin. The brain is deceived. It thinks day has not ended. Sleep is delayed. The modern world has stolen the darkness, and with it, stolen our rest. Another thief of sleep is work. Millions labor through the night. Doctors, nurses, police, firefighters, drivers, factory hands. They keep the city alive, but sacrifice their own health. Night shift workers sleep against their genes. They are awake. When biology expects slumber, they try to sleep. When the body resists, the toll is heavy. Higher rates of heart disease, greater risk of cancer, shorter lifespans. Day sleep never equals night sleep. The circadian rhythm cannot be tricked. Shift work may power society, but it breaks the people who endure it. Insomnia haunts modern lives. It appears in many forms. The inability to fall asleep, the habit of waking in the night, or rising too early without rest. Behind it lies stress, anxiety, and our lifestyle. Caffeine fuels long days, but blocks adenosine, the signal of tiredness. For hours, alcohol makes us drowsy, but shatters REM sleep. The dreams vanish, and with them, emotional healing. So people lie awake, anxious about not sleeping. The more they try, the less they can. It is a vicious cycle. Insomnia, exhaustion, caffeine, more insomnia. Cities never fall silent. Engines hum, sirens wail, construction drills. Even when you stay asleep, noise fragments the night. The brain stirs. Deep sleep is lost. Science links chronic noise exposure to higher blood pressure, to heart disease. The body cannot repair. When rest is broken, silence has become one of the rarest luxuries of the modern world. Today, sleep loss is a worldwide epidemic. 1/3 of adults in developed nations sleep less than 6 hours. Teenagers are worse off. Homework, exams, late-night scrolling on glowing screens, all rob them of the hours they need most. The costs are immense. Poor school performance, reduced workplace productivity, more accidents on roads, weaker immunity. Every sleepless night drains not only individuals, but societies. Sleep is not only personal health, it is public health. Faced with insomnia, many reach for pills. They knock us out quickly, but sedation is not natural sleep. Most sleeping drugs cut away REM and deep NREM. They erase dreaming, reduce restoration. The brain is unconscious, but not renewed. Dependence grows. Doses rise. The cycle deepens. True healing lies not in chemicals, but in restoring the rhythm of life. In this part, we saw how modern life created a world without night. Electric light extended our days. Work invaded our nights. Screens, noise, and pressure eroded silence and rest. Pills offered illusions, but not solutions. Civilization gave us power, but it also stole sleep. If humanity is to thrive, we must ask, in our endless light, will we choose to protect the dark? For thousands of years, human life moved with the sun. Darkness brought rest. Light brought activity. But in our modern world of endless light, we have lost the rhythm of the night. Billions now live in chronic sleep debt. Fatigue, stress, and illness shadow their days. Yet science tells us sleep can be reclaimed by understanding its rules and respecting its rhythm. We can restore what we have lost. The first rule of better sleep is consistency. Go to bed at the same time. Wake at the same time. Every day. The brain's circadian clock thrives on stability. When schedules shift, the clock falls into chaos. Hormones misfire. Sleep quality declines. Many try to catch up on weekends, but this creates social jet lag. On Monday morning, the body is still in weekend time. The result is fatigue. A steady routine is the foundation of healthy sleep. The bedroom should be a sanctuary. It must be dark, quiet, and cool. Darkness is essential. Even dim light can suppress melatonin. Use blackout curtains. Turn off glowing devices. Let the night be night again. Silence protects deep sleep. Noise disrupts. Even when we do not fully wake, earplugs, white noise, or quiet environments help preserve the night's stillness. Cool temperatures invite rest. During sleep, the body naturally lowers its core heat. A room around 18 degrees Celsius or 65 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal for most people. Dark, quiet, cool. The three keys of the bedroom. What we consume shapes how we sleep. Caffeine is the most common thief. It blocks adenosine, the chemical of tiredness. For hours, even an afternoon cup can echo into the night. Alcohol is another trap. It makes us drowsy, but fractures REM sleep. Dreams vanish, and with them, emotional healing. Heavy meals at night burden digestion. Going hungry disturbs comfort. The balance. Eat moderately and allow hours between dinner and bed. If needed, a small cup of warm milk or herbal tea is a gentler companion to sleep. Exercise is a natural ally of sleep. Regular activity deepens NREM, helping the body repair. But timing matters. Intense workouts flood the body with adrenaline. At night, they delay rest. The best times, morning or afternoon. This strengthens wakefulness by day and eases sleep at night. Exercise is the gift of day. To the night, the body cannot jump from full activity to deep rest. It needs a bridge. Modern life breaks this bridge. Screens glow until midnight, and we expect instant sleep. Science suggests otherwise. Create a ritual of winding down. Read a book. Listen to gentle music. Practice deep breathing or meditation. These signals teach the brain. The day is ending. The night is beginning. The last 30 minutes before sleep are the passageway into dreams. Napping is ancient. It refreshes, but must be done wisely. A nap of 15 to 20 minutes restores alertness without plunging into deep sleep. Longer naps risk sleep inertia, grogginess on waking. Late naps interfere with night sleep. The best time, early afternoon. Naps are supplements, not substitutes. They support, but cannot replace the night. For many, insomnia is born of anxiety. They lie in bed, but thoughts race. Tomorrow's tasks, unfinished work, fears of the future. The harder they try, the less they sleep. The solution: separate bed from wakefulness. If you cannot sleep after 20 minutes, rise. Do something calm in another room. Return only when drowsy. Relaxation helps too. Slow breathing, progressive muscle release, gentle meditation. Sleep comes not to the anxious, but to the calm. Technology is reshaping sleep. Smartwatches and trackers measure cycles, count hours, reveal patterns. Apps provide soundscapes, guided meditations, and bedtime coaching. Researchers explore new tools, light pulses that nudge circadian rhythms, gentle stimulation to deepen NREM, sound cues that guide dreams. But even in the future, the oldest truth remains. Sleep thrives on natural rhythm. Technology may assist, but it cannot replace darkness, quiet, and time. In this final part, we saw the science of reclaiming sleep, consistency of routine, a dark, quiet, cool bedroom, mindful eating and drinking, well-timed exercise, soothing rituals, short naps, calm minds, and the careful use of technology. Thank you for spending this quiet time with us tonight. We hope you feel calmer and perhaps learn something new about sleep. If this journey brought you peace, let us know with a like and share your thoughts in the comments. Remember to subscribe so you can join Starry Sleep again tomorrow night and the next as we continue to explore the mysteries of sleep and dreams. Good night, and may your sleep be deep and gentle.